The Moon, a celestial body that has inspired humanity for millennia. In 1969, it became the stage for one of mankind's greatest achievements, the Apollo 11 mission. Neil Armstrong's historic first steps symbolize the pinnacle of human exploration and innovation. But the Moon is not just a relic of history. Today, the race to return to its surface has reignited. This time, it's not just about the competition between nations. Private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin have entered the arena, transforming this race into a multiplayer battle for the future of humanity in space. NASA leads the way with its ambitious Artemis program, aiming to return astronauts to the Moon by 2025. Artemis isn't just about planting flags. It's about building a sustainable presence on the lunar surface. The mission includes plans for a permanent base camp and a lunar gateway orbiting the Moon to support further exploration. On the other hand, SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, has revolutionized space travel with its reusable rockets. Its Starship, a fully reusable spacecraft, is not only part of NASA's Artemis mission, but is also Musk's vision for humanity's first steps toward becoming a multiplanetary species. Meanwhile, Blue Origin, founded by Jeff Bezos, envisions a future where millions of people live and work in space. Its Blue Moon lander is designed to transport astronauts and cargo to the Moon. Supporting long-term lunar exploration, it's not just about the United States and private companies. China has emerged as a formidable player, successfully landing robotic missions on the Moon. Through its Chang'e program and planning a permanent lunar base by the 2030s, Russia has also announced plans to collaborate with China on future Moon missions, while countries like India and members of the European Space Agency are making strides to leave their mark on lunar. So why the renewed focus on the Moon? The answer lies in its untapped potential. The Moon holds valuable resources like helium-3, a potential fuel for nuclear fusion and water ice, which can be turned into oxygen and rocket fuel. It is also seen as the perfect stepping stone for future missions to Mars. The race back to the Moon is more than just a competition. It's a defining moment for humanity, shaping how we explore the cosmos and harness its limitless possibilities. Will it be the national space agencies, like NASA and China's CNSA, that lead the way? Or will private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin set the pace for the future? The Moon, a beacon of human ambition and a symbol of our greatest achievements. In 1969, the Apollo 11 mission landed the first humans on its surface, a moment that marked humanity's boldest leap into the unknown. But after decades of relative quiet, the race to return to the Moon is heating up. This time, the race is not just between nations. Alongside space agencies like NASA, new contenders have entered the field. Private companies, such as SpaceX and Blue Origin, bringing their groundbreaking technologies to the table. The Moon is once again the center of fierce competition. But why does it matter? Returning to the Moon isn't just about pride or repeating the past. It's about securing resources and establishing a foothold for future exploration. The Moon is believed to hold water ice, a key resource that can be converted into oxygen and rocket fuel. It also contains helium-3, a potential fuel for next-generation clean energy. Moreover, the Moon is seen as a stepping stone for Mars and beyond. NASA leads with its ambitious Artemis program, which aims to land astronauts on the Moon by 2025. Artemis includes plans for a permanent base camp in the Lunar Gateway, an orbiting space station that will support long-term missions. On the private side, SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, is revolutionizing space travel with its Starship, a fully reusable spacecraft capable of carrying massive payloads and dozens of passengers. SpaceX's vision extends far beyond the Moon, aiming to make humanity a multiplanetary species. Meanwhile, Blue Origin, founded by Jeff Bezos, has its sights set on enabling millions to live and work in space. Their Blue Moon lander is designed to support long-term lunar exploration, but the company has faced challenges in keeping up with competitors. This is not just an American race. China has successfully landed robotic missions on the Moon and plans to establish a permanent lunar base by the 2030s. Russia has also announced plans to collaborate with China on future Moon missions. Even India is stepping up with its Chandrayaan missions, proving that the race to the moon is truly global. The race to the moon is about more than just returning. It's about shaping the future of humanity. Who will lead this next chapter? Will it be the giants of national space programs? Or will private pioneers like SpaceX and Blue Origin rewrite the rules of exploration? For decades, the moon has remained a distant memory of humanity's greatest achievements. But today, NASA is leading a bold initiative to return humans to the lunar surface. This mission, named Artemis, is set to mark the beginning of a new era in space exploration. With plans to land astronauts on the moon by 2025, the Artemis program isn't just about revisiting history. It's about establishing a sustainable presence on the moon, creating a base for further exploration, and paving the way for humanity's future. Missions to Mars. But what makes Artemis stand out? Let's break down the key components of this ambitious program. The SLS is NASA's most powerful rocket ever built. It's designed to carry heavy payloads and propel the Orion spacecraft beyond Earth's orbit. With its immense thrust, the SLS will be the backbone of Artemis missions, capable of delivering astronauts, cargo, and modules needed for the Orion capsule is where astronauts will live and travel during their journey to and from the moon. Equipped with state-of-the-art life support systems and radiation shielding, Orion will ensure the safety of its crew during the mission. This spacecraft will be responsible for docking with the Gateway and eventually returning the astronauts safely back to Earth. One of the most innovative parts of the Artemis program is the Gateway, a modular space station that will orbit the moon, acting as a middle point between Earth and the lunar surface. The Gateway will serve as a transfer hub for astronauts and equipment, making lunar exploration more sustainable. It will also support international collaboration, allowing other nations to contribute to lunar missions. While the Artemis program represents hope and innovation, it's not without its challenges. One of the biggest hurdles is cost. Developing the SLS, Orion, and Gateway has already cost billions of dollars, and each Artemis mission is projected to cost even more. Critics argue that these expenses could slow down progress or limit the frequency of missions. Another major challenge is delays in development. The Artemis timeline has already faced setbacks due to technical difficulties, supply chain issues, and the sheer complexity of building such advanced systems. The SLS, for example, has undergone multiple delays, pushing back its initial launch date by several years. Despite these challenges, the Artemis program is a crucial step forward for humanity. Returning to the moon will allow scientists to study its resources, such as water ice, which can be converted into oxygen and rocket fuel. These resources could help establish a permanent presence on the moon and serve as a stepping stone for missions to Mars. Moreover, Artemis isn't just about exploration. It's about inspiring a new generation of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. By pushing the boundaries of what's possible, Artemis reminds us of the limitless potential of human ingenuity. The moon is not just a destination. It's the first step in a much larger vision. For Elon Musk, founder of SpaceX, the moon represents the beginning of humanity's journey to becoming a multi-planetary species. This vision drives the creation of Starship, a revolutionary spacecraft that promises to change space exploration forever. Starship is the world's first spacecraft designed to be fully reusable. Unlike traditional rockets that are discarded after a single use, Starship is built to be launched, landed, and reused multiple times. This innovation significantly reduces costs, making space travel more affordable and accessible. NASA has chosen Starship as the official lunar lander for the Artemis III mission, which aims to return astronauts to the moon by 2025. Starship will transport crew from the lunar Gateway to the moon's surface, ensuring a safe and efficient journey. One of SpaceX's greatest strengths lies in its private sector model, which allows for faster innovation and lower costs compared to traditional government programs. For instance, the cost of launching a Falcon 9 rocket is a fraction of what other agencies spend. Starship builds on this success, offering a cost-effective solution for deep space exploration. For Elon Musk, the moon is only the beginning. Starship is designed not only for lunar missions but also for ambitious goals, like sending humans to Mars. With its ability to carry over 100 tons of cargo or 100 passengers per trip, Starship opens the door to colonization, resource extraction, and the expansion of human civilization beyond Earth. This vision aligns with SpaceX's ultimate goal, ensuring the survival of humanity by creating self-sustaining colonies on other planets. Musk believes that becoming a multi-planetary species is crucial for protecting humanity from existential threats on Earth, such as climate change, natural disasters, or even asteroid impacts. While Starship's potential is immense, it hasn't been without its challenges. Early prototypes faced several high-profile failures during testing. However, SpaceX's rapid iteration process has allowed for swift improvements, demonstrating the resilience and adaptability of the private sector approach. Today, Starship stands as a symbol of innovation and possibility. It represents not just the next step in space travel, but also humanity's ability to dream bigger, work faster, and reach further than ever before. Imagine a future where millions of people live and work in space. This is the vision of Jeff Bezos, founder of Blue Origin. While Elon Musk is focused on making humans a multi-planetary species, Bezos has a different approach, building the space infrastructure necessary to support life and work beyond Earth. Central to this vision is Blue Origin's lunar lander, Blue Moon. Jeff Bezos believes that humanity's future lies beyond Earth. To achieve this, he envisions a world where heavy industries are moved to space, preserving Earth as a natural habitat. The Moon plays a critical role in this vision as the stepping stone for creating a sustainable space economy. Blue Origin's mission is not about dominating the Moon or Mars, but about laying the groundwork, the tools, infrastructure, and technologies that will allow future generations to expand into space. Blue Moon is Blue Origin's flagship lunar lander, designed to deliver cargo and crew to the Moon's surface. It's equipped with advanced navigation systems and a fuel-efficient propulsion system, enabling it to carry heavy payloads, scientific instruments, and even habitats for astronauts. Blue Moon was pitched as a part of NASA's Artemis program, aiming to provide reliable transportation for lunar exploration. With its modular design, Blue Moon is versatile enough to support a wide range of missions, from delivering scientific payloads to building a permanent presence on the Moon. Despite its ambitious vision, Blue Origin has struggled to keep up with its competitors. One major challenge has been slow progress in developing key technologies. Unlike SpaceX, which has rapidly iterated and tested its Starship prototypes, Blue Origin has faced delays in delivering its promised milestones. Another setback came when NASA selected SpaceX's Starship as the lunar lander for Artemis III, bypassing Blue Moon. This decision led to protests and lawsuits from Blue Origin, which argued that the bidding process was unfair. However, these efforts were ultimately unsuccessful, further delaying their progress. While Blue Origin has faced challenges, the company remains a key player in the space industry. Its New Shepard rocket has demonstrated its capabilities for suborbital tourism, and Blue Origin continues to work on long-term projects like the Orbital Reef, a commercial space station in partnership with other companies. The Blue Moon lander, although not selected for Artemis III, is still being developed to support future lunar missions. With Bezos's long-term commitment to space exploration and his resources, Blue Origin has the potential to contribute significantly to humanity's expansion into space. The Moon has become the center of a renewed global space race. While NASA and private companies dominate headlines, countries like China, Russia, and India are quietly making significant strides in lunar exploration. These nations are proving that the next chapter of space exploration will be truly international. China has emerged as a formidable player in space exploration. Through its Chang'e program, the country has achieved a series of successful lunar missions, including the historic Chang'e 4, which became the first spacecraft to land on the far side of the Moon. Most recently, Chang'e 5 returned lunar samples to Earth, marking a milestone in China's space program. Looking ahead, China has set its sights on building a permanent lunar base by 2030. This base, which will focus on scientific research and resource extraction, could serve as a stepping stone for future deep space missions.
With its methodical approach and growing technological capabilities,
China is positioning itself as a leader in lunar exploration. Russia, a longtime player in space exploration, is now focusing on collaborative efforts. While its independent lunar missions have faced delays and setbacks, Russia has partnered with China to develop a lunar research station. This joint effort aims to establish a sustainable presence on the Moon, combining Russia's experience in spaceflight with China's technological advancements. The partnership highlights a shift in the global space dynamic, where nations are joining forces to tackle the immense challenges of lunar exploration. India is another rising star. The race to the Moon. The country made headlines with its Chandrayaan-3 mission, which successfully landed near the lunar South Pole in 2023. This marked a significant achievement, as the South Pole is believed to hold vast reserves of water ice, a critical resource for future exploration and colonization. India's ambitions don't stop there. The country aims to establish itself as a major spacefaring nation, with plans for future lunar missions, as well as interplanetary exploration. With its cost-effective approach and growing expertise, India is proving that innovation doesn't always come with a hefty price tag. As nations like China, Russia, and India accelerate their lunar ambitions, the global space race is becoming more collaborative, yet competitive. While partnerships like the one between China and Russia highlight the importance of international cooperation, the race to harness the Moon's resources and establish a foothold is intensifying. The Moon's South Pole, with its water ice and strategic importance, is emerging as the key battleground. Whichever nation or alliance succeeds in unlocking the Moon's potential could gain a significant edge in the new era of space exploration. The race to the Moon is no longer just about planting a flag or winning national pride. This time, it's a race to build the foundation for humanity's future in space. But what will determine the winner in this modern-day lunar competition? Let's explore the key factors that will decide who dominates the Moon. Technology is at the heart of the race. The ability to develop more reliable, efficient, and advanced systems will be a critical factor. Rockets capable of carrying heavy payloads, reusable spacecraft, and cutting-edge lunar habitats will determine who can establish a lasting presence on the Moon. For example, SpaceX's Starship, NASA's Artemis program, and China's Chang'e missions are all pushing the boundaries of innovation. Whichever team can create safer, faster, and more cost-effective technologies will gain a major advantage. In the modern space race, success isn't just about building the best technology. It's about doing so efficiently. The ability to reduce costs while staying on schedule is critical. Companies like SpaceX, with its reusable rockets, are leading the way in cost optimization. Meanwhile, government programs often face delays and budget overruns, putting them at a disadvantage. Speed is equally important. Meeting deadlines and achieving milestones quickly will show which nation or company can adapt to the challenges of lunar exploration. In a race of this magnitude, collaboration could be the secret weapon. Countries like Russia and China are already partnering to create a joint lunar research station, while NASA's Artemis program involves contributions from the European Space Agency and other global partners. Sharing expertise, resources, and technology could accelerate progress and reduce costs. But at the same time, it raises questions about who will ultimately take the lead. In this collaborative effort, the Moon is more than just a destination, it's a gateway. If successful, the Moon could become a launching pad for deeper space exploration, such as missions to Mars. Its resources, like water ice, could be used to create fuel and oxygen, turning the Moon into a critical supply station. Whoever wins the race to the Moon won't just claim a symbolic victory, they'll secure a strategic advantage for the future of space exploration. The race to the Moon is more than just a technological or financial competition. It's a test of innovation, efficiency, and global cooperation. Whoever emerges as the winner will not only shape the future of lunar exploration but also lead humanity to the stars. The Moon, a destination that once symbolized humanity's greatest achievement, is now at the center of a new space race. But this time, It's more than a symbol of strength or national pride. The race to the moon in the 21st century is about shaping the future of humanity, the universe. This renewed interest in the moon isn't just about exploration. It's about building the foundation for a future beyond Earth. The moon holds key resources, like water ice that can be turned into oxygen and rocket fuel. It's also seen as the perfect stepping stone to Mars and deeper space missions. Whoever takes the lead in this race will gain a strategic advantage, not just for lunar exploration, but for the entire next phase of human expansion into the cosmos. The race to the moon is no longer limited to government agencies. While NASA is leading with its Artemis program, private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin have entered the field with bold innovations. Meanwhile, China has made remarkable strides with its Chang'e program and plans for a lunar base by 2030. Each contender brings unique strengths. NASA has decades of experience and international partnerships. SpaceX offers unmatched innovation with its fully reusable Starship. Blue Origin envisions building the infrastructure for long-term human presence, and China combines methodical progress with ambitious goals, backed by a rapidly advancing space program. As the competition heats up, one question remains: who will emerge as the winner of this modern moon race? Will it be NASA, with its experience and global collaborations, SpaceX with its innovative technology, Blue Origin with its infrastructure-driven approach, or will China take the lead with its ambitious state-backed program? The answer to this question will define not just the next decade, but the future of humanity in space. This race is about more than reaching the moon. It's about deciding who will shape the next chapter of human exploration. So what do you think? Who will win the race to the moon? NASA, SpaceX, Blue Origin, or China? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to join us in exploring humanity's journey